What if we what if we decided to just fucking kill ourselves?
You know what? If SMT5 gets the blade, I'll do it.
There's no reason to live.
Yeah. Actually, no, I have a reason to live. That Xenoblade announcement that's apparently coming. Whatever it is.
I'm late? Boy, I'm not late. This is how my streams always go. I don't
Yeah, he
start
normally
like...
has like 5 to 10 minutes of downtime to prepare.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's kind of quiet. Here, I'll turn it up. How's that? How is that?
Perfect, Maka.
How is that? It's because my mic is not meant to be this far away from me, but it's what I have to deal with in order to stream.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the Akira route on if, at least not now. I gotta
Yeah.
finish. I gotta finish SMT4 and then do
And then
Apocalypse and stuff.
I love apocalypses. They're fun.
They're fun. Let's. I haven't actually heard the full version of this, of the remix song. So I am curious.
Oh, speaking of, by the way, was there any audio at all?
What do you mean?
Like from the game in terms of watching on the webcam?
Oh no!
Are we back to the silver case?
Hold on. It's just quiet right now.
Okay.
Okay, music's playing.
Yeah, I hear nothing. We've reverted back to the silver case, so no.
Awesome! I'll get fucking used to it.
Yeah, okay.
I can't do a video on all the paths on SMT9 because they're not all translated, and I don't trust myself to translate it myself.
And also, SMT9, why would you subject yourself to it?
I much prefer the original version of this. It's nice to have like a super high quality HD version of it though.
If only the game itself was good.
Why a remaster of 06?
Why not just an entire remake of that game and make it actually good and functional?
Yeah, it would take a lot. As for remix version, yeah, the remix version looks like you got some cool items. The remix version does not sound like it's meant to be an intro. It sounds like kind of more of an outro version. Oh, fuck. Did you guys see that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Elcrest.
Oh, what?
Okay. See this? Looks
Yeah.
totally normal. Sonic's colored up correctly and everything. He's lit up correctly. I press down. It freezes. Then it comes back and Sonic is dark.
Good job. Good.
Oh, you're going through all the glitches of this game?
No, I just started on this. And also, hello, Scott. Hello, Ringo.
Oh, the Ringo. Oh.
Almost.
Well, it has been.
I caught that.
while.
I caught that, Naka.
Oh. Sonic
No worries,
movie
Elcrest.
aura.
I like that.
I'ma just... Sonic movie
Very
boost.
cool.
Man, we got a whole gaggle of people today.
A
So are you
whole...
streaming right now?
Yeah, I am.
Mark is
I'm
streaming.
seeing you online.
Oh, it's
He's
because
on
I'm
YouTube.
doing it on YouTube now.
Oh, on the Bloop too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how have you all been doing, Will, Ringo, and Mock?
Why is it Jet Grind Radio? I don't like that.
Been chilling. How about you?
Oh, damn! Full house today.
Yeah. You have a whole gaggle.
So since you two just stepped in, I gotta show you this. Hold on.
That sure brings back memories.
So I go into settings. And I go to player progress. So on here is just stats. I press down, it freezes, and now Sonic is poorly lit. The lighting on Sonic has changed.
Good bloody job, Sega.
The,
Ringo, is your house under attack?
oh no, that's just my, back door.
Is your house under
apparently
attack?
it's the loudest back door of all time. I apologize.
Wait, if you go back up to stats, does it reset? Oh wait. Just
Yeah.
So stats and achievements are the only ones that are lit up?
Yeah?
Not even achievement.
Why is it out like that? That's so weird.
Why is this a game out in its current state?
My understanding is the developers behind the studio that did this remaster, their corporate culture is actually very healthy, and they're not one to like. They're very anti-crunch and everything, and Sega gave them.
Read me?
Sega gave them a delivery date that was not going to work with their corporate culture.
Fuck Sega.
That's my understanding, at least. Oh my god, this loading screen.
Why play the game when you could not?
Because the game isn't fun, obviously.
Oh, fuck.
It has been
Sonic
forever since I played Sonic Colors.
Generations is the only game that remains untainted
In any fashion.
in any fashion.
Oh, what about Unleashed? Oh, wait.
Unleashed, it gets past this
Gotta be,
gameplay, I suppose, but
you gotta be good for it to be.
I mean,
I
Unleashed
did not enjoy Unleashed.
that it was too I mean, obviously, besides the Werehog, it was too graphically intensive. So we ended up with a game that could barely run on its generation, and it wasn't until this generation that it started running actually good on hardware. I still don't know why we don't have a PC version of Unleashed.
Yeah, I know there's, someone's doing a mod of Generations that just imports in all of the Unleashed levels.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard about that.
I don't know if it's complete or anything, but it might be the best way to play Unleashed. Well, specifically all of the daytime stages.
Yeah.
Now they're just gonna completely import in the entire gameplay of the Werehog.
Just have it be a side scroller beat 'em up with classic Sonic.
Remember the first Sonic game with Roger, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Didn't realize that was needed. So, Mecha, how big of a Sonic fan are you?
I'd say I'm a big Sonic fan. Sonic was really important in my childhood, and I still love it to this day, even with all the problems.
Gotcha. I'll be honest, I didn't really play Sonic at all.
Mm.
Like, I got into it with Colors and Generations, but I still wouldn't say it's like anywhere near my favorite.
At this rate, you'd
Platformer.
have to play it as a kid for it to be your favorite anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, in this day and age, it's not really... The way they make the game, it's just not gonna happen. And there's always the chance that someone played a different platform that their childhood belongs to, you know what I mean? So...
Well, Sonic Mania was really good though.
It
I heard,
was.
I wanted to get it.
Why didn't you?
I don't know.
You should get it, Will. Spend all your hard-earned money on it.
I might. I may. I might.
While you're at it, go to the developer's house and suck their dick.
I won't do that.
While you're at that, go to the Sega headquarters and tell Sega to not make Morgana and Hello Kitty $5.99 separate.
Definitely do that.
Also, tell them to give us a new fucking Stella Glow.
I will absolutely do that.
Thank you, Will.
We need one on the Switch, and for it to like look good, have good sprites. I mean, 3D models. That's what we need.
Because 3D models are like 3D models apparently were down. Like they look good outside of 3DS because they're still a chibi style. So
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I want it like, you know, modern.
yeah.
Like, console. Shit like that.
Oh, I forgot the red ring.
How dare you?
Yeah, I fucked up.
Go back.
You forgot the red ring, now you're blue in the face. Oh, gum.
Oh, and
For-
just so everyone knows, not you guys, but chat, because of how I have things, why are records made to be broken? Set a personal best and then break all the numbers on the results screen.
Well, that's cute. It's like little tips.
Huh.
Shit.
Guess that's like a little achievement. That's how they worked achievements into this version. Oh,
Why was that an achievement?
I think so.
Oh, that's right, the upscaled 480p cutscenes.
Oh my god, it's so pixelated.
You can see
This place is
a
epic!
totally different art style.
But now I'm not sure why we're here. This place looks totally harmless.
It still looks good, it just looks compressed to shit.
Like it doesn't look as bad as you would expect it for something like it, but
Yeah.
still,
True, it would be
I blame Sega.
giant floating space amusement park surrounded by
Yeah, this was originally just a Wii game.
evil plot. I don't know.
But just so chat knows, because of how I have things set up, I'm not gonna be able to see the chat is over there, and I can't really see it super well, so I'm not gonna be able to answer too much
Oof.
or respond
That's
to
not like the precious engagement. YouTube's not gonna like that.
As you can see, this is where the historic video was posted to Twitter.
Mm.
Mm.
I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to leave the keys in this thing. It's like Eggman's begging us to sneak in and trash the place.
Oh my god.
So, is it just because you have a larger audience on YouTube that you're streaming to YouTube now, or is it because of everything that's been going on in Twitch?
Mainly the former, but it initially kicked off because I was gonna stream on the No Twitch Bad day,
Uh-huh.
and that's what happened. And I was just like, oh, cool. Way more people are watching on YouTube, so I just thought it would be better to do it on YouTube.
Just
Yeah.
thinking about it makes my head feel like
I've considered doing the same thing because like my YouTube audience is a lot more decent than my Twitch audience. So.
Yeah.
I don't really have that big a following on either, but my Twitch is far bigger, so.
Orbot and Qbot.
It's the fucking bane of
I'm not sure what's
Sonic's
going on,
existence.
but I'm sure of what I'm gonna do.
This is the first game to have what I call Sonic and friends stand in a room in every cutscene. As in every cutscene, if you pay attention to the area they're in, it's very blatantly a box.
Huh.
And it's distracting, and it never makes the locations feel real. And I kinda hate it.
Oh, you know what, Mac? You don't feel real. So how does that feel?
It feels kinda gross.
Alright.
You know what else feels kinda gross?
What was that?
How fucking long these loading screens are. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're too spoiled by SSDs. Forgetting the Switch has a something. Wait, M2.
Well, I would say SSD. It's not just the SSD, because it was faster on the Wii.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's straight up just the fact that this version's fucking broke. Also, I didn't realize what button to press. I thought this version might be like the Wii version where you have to wiggle the motion control. But it's not. You press the R button.
Wow.
Oh, I gotta get used to all these controls.
I don't know much about Colors because it's been a while since I played it, but from what I remember, the amusement park scene, that's the one with the no copyright law and the universe will stop me, if I recall correctly, right?
No, I think that's either... That's the second or third world, I'm pretty sure. Which would be Sweet Mountain or... Oh, I don't even remember what the third world was called. Because you can do the second and third world out of order, as well as the fourth and fifth. Cool, I just wasted time. Ah, fuck. Ah!
Kazusuchi played the DS version, and if I recall correctly, the DS version of Colors was actually really good.
I always heard it was really good, because my understanding is it was just a Sonic Rush game.
Yeah, it wasn't trying to pretend it was something like with this Colors, where I get why people love it, but it just was pretending to be a 3D game at some points. The DS Colors was just legitimately a great Rush game with whiffs.
I see a lot of people like dunk on the Wisps, and I get it for like the fact that they were like shoehorned in with not Colors, Lost World and
Forces.
Forces.
Sonic?
Thank you, Tails. And like I get it, but I think at least in this game, I think they're like really well implemented.
Yeah,
Yeah, because this whole game is designed around them.
Exactly. What they weren't told, hey, the people liked these things, put it in every game now. It was, hey, we have a legitimate idea, and it's a good idea that they properly designed the whole game around.
Also, you're struggling with this section.
I am. I forgot. Well, it's a mixture of the jumps being floaty and also me having forgotten the feel of this game. Oh, there's 2 rings. I wonder how you get to the top.
So what's been new with you all?
I got out that No More Heroes 3 video, and aside from that, I've been mainly just working and doing stuff.
Threaten to stab people if they don't like, comment, and subscribe.
That's also
I've
a
been-
very
Oh,
good
chat,
thing.
you heard it.
I've been fucking.
Well, so how was No More Heroes 3? I haven't-
Really good. Janky, but really good.
Uh-huh.
It has a very strong. It's kind of a Xenoblade 1, a Xenoblade Wii issue, where the graphics are iffy, but the graphics are iffy, but the art style makes up for it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Oh, I liked Lost World as well. I thought it was a fine game. Nothing amazing, but fine.
I think the 3DS version got overhated. It's not as bad as people say.
I only ever played the demo, and I thought it was interesting for a 3DS demo, or just for a 3DS game to go the way it did. But
I'm just trying to figure out what I gotta beat Tales of Destiny before Friday.
why?
I'm just wondering because.
Oh, is
Tales of
Friday when the
Arise
Rise come
on-
out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm super excited for that, but it's just like, oh gosh. Can
I-
do it?
I'm waiting until I'm waiting until I get a PS5 to
Yeah.
play the demo and Arise. There are a number of games that I could play right now, but I want to wait until I get a PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 8, Lost Judgment.
Demon Souls.
Oh, I
My roommate
No?
really wants to play Demon Souls.
understand this guy. Did you go
Are you
I
not a
played
big
that one
Souls
time
fan?
When I was over, and that was it.
What was it, Will?
Said he got to play when I was over, and that was it.
Yeah, exactly. He really wants to play it.
Talking back.
As for me, like I've dabbled in Souls, but it just never really stuck with me. I feel like if I really sat down and just forced myself to play through all through one of them, I could probably get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'd still say, like, honestly, just go through the first one because it's a good time. I enjoy
This
it.
one's really good. As someone who's played it quite a lot, I enjoyed the first Souls. My biggest problem with it is the fact that, like, I wish there was more to do with multiplayer. Like, it's mainly
yeah.
coming with the fact that in an online sense, it's a lot harder nowadays. But I would love to play Dark Souls 1 in its prime of just multiplayer. That seems like fun. Being invaded, having to fight off. It makes things so tense.
I played it on the Switch, and I kind of have the opposite reaction because the Switch Online for that game was not great.
I mean, even for the Switch version, which I played as well, the online wasn't as bad.
Like I could not fight anyone, and it made things really frustrating. Like I really wish, and I know it's counterintuitive to the entirety of what Dark Souls is trying to do. But I really wish that personally, like, there was a way that I could have just played co-op with a friend, you know, and not get invaded. Like if there was ways that like for me, one of the things was just like if I got back to a bonfire or something and it banished invaders, that would have been fine or something like that. But it just got really frustrating when I was just playing and already like dying a lot to just be then like, whoops, sorry, all of this humanity I got is gone.
Oh no, I 100% understand that, but also, it's also fun to be on the opposite team of just destroying people too.
I'm sure, like, I understand that I'm in the minority for it. Like, it's, you know, it's a big reason of why people liked invading people. And, like, for me, like, I appreciated the forest, like the PvP forest cult thing. Like I thought that was a good way to.
Oh yeah, that was easy.
do things, but-
Like that in the Dark Moon, like those two were some of my favorite factions, just because the fighting felt
Yeah.
so good.
Like simply, like I think the way that I would have liked to have seen it would have been just like a thing that says like, hey, do you want like online invaders or whatever, like that, again, counterintuitive to Dark Souls, but that just would have been my preference personally. So I love that game. It was super fun though, on the whole.
Oh, I did it!
Hey,
So the new Jade Wisp.
It's bad.
No, I actually kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah,
so what does the new Jade Wisp do?
what it does is it lets you, go in, it essentially allows you to phase through walls and stuff, to get to new areas.
Oh,
I think I like it. It functions well. I think it has some neat ideas. Change up gameplay. I'll see how it's implemented more later, but just it controls well, and that's good at least.
yeah.
It's just fucking wait. So I will say, I did hear that for some of the glitches, some of the ways that you can essentially, like, it's some of the glitches, mainly the ones in which the colors freak the fuck out, are replicatable. And one of the ways I was told you could replicate them is on the world map, go to each world once, then exit out, then exit out, then go to a level, and then the colors freak out.
The colors feel so bright.
How fucking ironic is it that Sonic Colors is the game to potentially cause a seizure?
Oh no, it's terrible that it does, but it's also funny to me. Just because, of course it does. Now the colors feel so bright has a whole new meaning.
The colors. Oh no.
I gotta head out. Sorry to dip in and dip out.
It's
talking
okay,
to you
Ringo. Just never appear to us again like that.
Alright.
How dare you?
And,
Okay.
Peace.
Bye
apparently
bye.
this is the last time I will talk to you all.
Yes, you're not allowed to talk to us.
Aw.
Not anymore.
Alright,
Okay, bye.
after all of that. Alright, bye.
Bye.
So Will, what you got going on? What you been doing?
I don't know. I'm just really I'm trying to get back on my feet in more ways than one. So I've been doing that, like job hunting and just trying to like do things. You feel me? Like be active, not sitting in one spot doing nothing.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Oh fuck. It was right there. I had to
Mock, someone in chat is asking if you heard the soundtrack arrangement disc preview from the SMT Collector's Edition.
I did. It's fucking damn it. It sounds really good. I heard both the rearranged tracks from like Nocturne and One, and those sounded really good. And then I heard like the fuller version of the main battle theme, as well as an additional battle theme. I think it was called Seeker Battle or something. I heard both of those, and it sounds really good.
Yeah. And also, someone asked... Oh, someone said Sonic Generations will cause rapid aging like in Guns of the Patriots.
Yes, it will.
It's
Yeah.
probably true. It's already starting.
Yeah. I can't wait
The old-
until they remaster Generations.
Oh my fucking god, they probably will do it.
It just means I get to die faster. Ha! It's the millennial joke.
Yoko the Millennial.
Oh.
Want us to get more?
That is pretty funny.
Ye-
So
I
funny.
know.
I like Orbot and Cubot.
No, I kept them around for a reason. They're actually pretty decent. I enjoy them.
I just wish that they weren't always comedic relief. Like,
I-
100% of the time.
I can get that. In the comics, they're comic relief, but they're also like way more than that.
Yeah, that's what I would hope they are, because
They need new writers, which hopefully, based off of I think like a year or so ago, people noticed that the two guys who have been writing the Sonic games since Colors, they said on their LinkedIn that they no longer worked at Sega. So hopefully that means there are new writers.
yeah.
Nice.
They need to hire Ian Flynn. Just let Ian Flynn write the games, please.
But Malcolm, don't you know that they don't like it when there are good writers on it?
I just
I
want
don't
Ian.
like good writers either.
Ian Flynn was able to write a Sonic fucking zombie story that worked. And that's a fucking marvel. That's a marvel.
Even
They
in
need-
Marvel Zombies hasn't aged as well.
He needs to write the main games.
Well, Mac, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm just gonna hope to God that Ian Flynn eventually gets the job.
He
Thinking you're gonna go out there,
deserves
you're
it,
gonna-
honestly.
Think you're both gonna go out there, just bribe him, get him to take the job, get him to go out there and accept it? Is that what you guys are thinking you're gonna do? Is that what's gonna happen here?
Probably.
Is that what's going on? Okay.
Well, what I will say is Ian Flynn has oh my God, the slowdown was really bad there. Ian Flynn has talked about how he wants the job.
Maybe they should give it to him.
If he likes writing Sonic, I think you should just let him. Yeah. I mean, it's not often you get people who say that.
I mean,
And
like,
back it up.
fuck. He's a fan favorite writer. You're doing a bunch of stuff right now where you're just... What? What? What just happened?
What?
Well,
I didn't die, did I?
I don't know.
Stuck to 4 lives.
The screen faded to black. The screen faded to black. I didn't see Sonic, like, do a death animation or anything. He just kind of... The screen just kind of faded to black.
Yeah, it did, and you didn't die. This game has been made easy.
Defeat Rotatatron with less than 3 hits.
Okay.
I'm running around in a circle.
Don't you love circles?
Oh, did I get hit with a shuriken? Okay, well, I guess I just didn't see it. All I got is this Tropical Resort t-shirt. He did the moonwalk!
Moonwalk.
It's a Michael Jackson!
Whoa, it's a Jackson.
Michael Jackson!
Michaels.
He did the music for Sonic 3! And you can tell.
Place has everything.
You
It's
sure can.
good too.
It's really good.
I think it's done. It's in binary code, so only I can read it. Okay, ask away.
Who are you, and what is happening to your people?
Man, that lip syncing? Garbage. Port's awful.
Fucking disgusting, fucking bullshit, fucking.
And where
Fuck.
flowers and water them with dances.
Yeah,
Chick went in here.
I think your machine still has some bugs.
Be fun.
I miss
Glenn
Glenn.
Worthy.
South.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's worthy.
He said his name is Yak.
Sometimes.
He's from a race
Sometimes, not all the time.
Wisp.
Yeah, every now and then.
His name is Yacker?
Yeah, I'll just stick that's okay with everybody?
Ha ha ha!
Sure.
He talked to me.
Used for their magical
He
Whoa.
talked to me, guys.
That's breaking
Bitches and
the
hoes.
fourth wall.
Wow.
over and over.
When I was running around
Oh my god, I did.
saw a map that had
Why could like were you? I guess the reason why it's all pre-rendered and compressed videos, is my guess. It's like I guess they just ran out of time.
Probably.
That always seems to be the case. They just never have enough time.
Because it's done by Sega and they do not care.
You see an arm? Have you got an arm?
Sega just wanted it out by when does this come out? Today? Tomorrow?
Oh, did you get a review copy?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Yes, I did.
Maybe there'll be a day 2 patch.
Oh, please. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if a Mr. Grump went to go play the game and be like, oh look, it is bad, Sonic bad, and then it caused seizure, and then there's a patch that makes it so that
It's all good.
it's all good. I would love that. I think that'd be hilarious.
What if he just played the game, he found a way to roll it back patch into the shitty version, and he just had a seizure? Wouldn't that be funny, guys?
That would be hilarious.
That'd be so funny, oh my god.
Ooh.
And people either hate the Game Grumps or love them, and you know what? At this point, I just wanna stop talking about it because it's gotten ridiculous the length people will go because they do or don't like them.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal, to be honest. Like,
I think Aaron's annoying, but I don't care.
yeah.
People care way too much.
Avoid the Lakers.
What?
God,
The
it looks
li-
like there's... This is so bright, oh my god.
Yeah, I remember it being really bright in the original.
But this is much brighter, it's like they turned up everything.
Maybe. I just saw some kind of like weird little frame glitch. I guess it was having a little trouble switching over. No! I hate the cube wisp.
You...
Oh my god.
Bitches and hoes.
Game is garbage.
You know what's also garbage?
Was it
Sega's treatment of everything.
true and great?
I feel so bad for all the people who run Sega social media.
Oh yeah, like... Even the Sega of America isn't all that bad. They're like actual good people.
Yeah. Real quick, one thing. Guys. Oh!
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh!
We found one.
Evie!
Whoa!
Come here!
It fucking broke.
Oh!
It paused?
Completely
Oh,
broken.
no. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Good job,
No!
Sega.
Jesus
This is what happens when you
Worst glitch
rush.
you've done?
Yeah, I gotta.
Just could not progress.
The whole thing is frozen. I gotta close the game. Oh my god. So that's the first major glitch I've gotten. I've gotten another glitch.
You've gotten some more?
I've gotten one other one that I found.
Okay.
That I would consider to be like, what the hell? I'll have to show you.
Okay.
So in the remaster, they added in accessories, cosmetics that you can unlock and equip,
Yeah.
and you can like customize how Sonic looks. So like I'll go to settings.
Oh. Is it like making an OC in Sonic Forces?
No, it's not. It's just customizing Sonic's gloves and effects and shit.
Okay.
So I go down to customize, it freezes, and now Sonic is poorly lit.
Amazing.
Why?
Man. When do you think they're gonna come out with a patch?
There better be a day fucking one patch.
Oh, I thought it was already out.
No!
When was it officially releasing?
I think tomorrow?
Uh-oh.
Oh my
They better
god.
fix it.
This is bad. I will say I don't care about the shoes and the gloves. The
Yeah.
auras I think could be neat.
Let me know if your TV's like the pixels on the TV start.
I will
doing
come
weird
get
colors.
you. I will come
It's
get
like-
you, dude.
I've seen fucking crazy videos.
Like, oh my god. I am gonna try and replicate some of the glitches though, because I heard that you apparently can replicate them.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
For
Who?
research.
For research purposes, I have a disclaimer on the thumbnail of this stream saying potential seizure warning. So if anyone gets a seizure, that's a risk they took. It's not my fault.
Yeah, you were warned, and if you do have exposure to seizures is something that you're worried about, get out. Like, this is an actual safety thing.
This is like a
Sega.
this is really bad.
Oh yeah, no, Sega. The fact that they let this get passed is
How-
ridiculous.
How is like every other Sega series? Happy 30th, Sonic. Look,
Because
it's
this
a happy.
wasn't even in.
Happy 30, Sonic.
This wasn't even in the cards. Remember what Spencer said?
No, I don't. What was it?
He said that the only thing Sega really had planned was the Sonic Colors thing.
Oh. Yeah, this is bad. Blind Squirrel Games is an icon. I'm so sorry you guys had to put out this product.
Really hope there's a day one patch that fixes everything so they don't get blamed. This is really Sega's fault.
This is really bad. Whatever. Hopefully, let's try that again. Hopefully things don't die. Cause I'll say, outside of these like visual issues, I think this is a good. This looks like a good remaster. I think like the textures are good. I think like, oh, the models look good. I think it looks fine. It's just it's just you can get a fucking seizure from this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Colors feel so bright.
Let's try it again.
Hurting my eyes. I'm gonna fucking die,
One-
but I'll keep on seeing.
So what I was gonna say before the troubles happened, one thing that I'm at least enjoying so far about playing this game again is it's nice to play a boost game that has good level design again. Because Force's level design is awful.
It's way too short for boost gameplay. They needed to make levels longer by like 2 minutes.
And it's not even just that, because like there are some levels in this that are like, I forgot to hit the button. There are some levels in this that are pretty short, but those are not meant to be like main levels. They're meant to be like extra levels that help pad out the game. And they're also like little minor challenges that will be based around a single thing. The level design still feels like it's a challenge with those, as opposed to Forces, where the level design is just piss easy the whole way through. Get up there!
Yeah, it's like, it's designed around the game. More so, I believe Unleashing Generations has stronger 3D boost gameplay, whereas Colors is more 2D platformer, but still, Colors has some really good level design. It just sucks that, you know, it's remaster still, you know, is bad.
I like the 2D sections of like 3D games, but I feel like they use it too much.
Yeah, that's my main problem with Colors. 2D is used way too much, but I still like it.
Well, honestly, that was always something that I also had an issue with Generations that I feel like people didn't bring up enough.
Hey, Luke.
Is
Hey, the whole gang is here.
Hey!
Did I say Luke?
Will, what's up,
I'm
Primo?
insane.
When you said Luke, I was like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah, I don't know why I said Luke. My mind just went blank. I was like, it starts with an L. It's Lewis. Luke, obviously, is the crew name.
Yes, this is our white friend.
Yes, that's Luke. That's what Lewis's name would be if he was born in America.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, that's Atlas Usos West's actual name, Luke.
His name's Luke.
Atlas Uso away.
But anyway, Luke, you missed the first trouble.
This is making me really uncomfortable. Why do we come and call Lewis, please?
Is the trouble that you're playing Colors Remastered?
Well, yes, but that's not the first. I wouldn't say that is the. When I say trouble, I mean a very specific kind of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trouble with the trouble. Essentially, I got to that section right there. Where I was running. And then guess what? The game freezes. And I have to restart the whole game to get to work again.
Are you using... Are you the Switch version, I mean?
Yep.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's... Jesus.
Kind
I
of
genuinely
cringe
don't
not
know
being
what to
used to.
do anymore because a lot of people are saying that some of the glitches came out from emulators, which I
Yes, I did
Some
see
of them
that.
are on console, but some of them are actually from the game, which is it.
There are so what it is there was one dude in specific who was using an emulator to play it and was faking some of the glitches, and I saw that he apparently tried to like justify himself, being like, I was bringing attention to a problem, and it's like, I don't think that justifies you literally faking. Just because there are problems, I don't think that justifies you faking more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because you're literally making more problems.
Yes, like, if anything, you are drawing attention away from the problems. But anyway, he tried to justify himself, being like, I'm drawing attention to the problems and showing Sega that they need to take this seriously. It's like, no, man. No, you're just muddying the waters and making people less trustful of the problems. But, Sega has confirmed that they are going to be, looking into it. They're going to be looking into a patch.
Let's just look at something like Cyberpunk, where the patches are a Bible.
Oh my god, Cyberpunk. I'm legitimately wondering which is worse, this or Cyberpunk, because both could cause seizures.
I actually, yeah, you're right.
I don't remember what part it was. Oh, I remember what it was. It wasn't even a glitch. It was straight up. They just poorly timed a thing that was supposed to be flashing. That you were meant to that you were meant to like focus on. So it was like that was like one of the first things they did. Was fix that, because there's apparently like a very specific pulsing. If colors are pulsing, it's supposed to go at a very specific rate that people that they found is like, yeah, this is actually not going to cause any problems. And that was like the very first thing they patched.
Oh, so there are already patches.
Oh, I meant this was for Cyberpunk.
Oh, okay.
Cyberpunk, one of the very first patches was fixing the rate at which something pulsated. They just didn't follow regulation.
I see.
I did see a thing earlier today where apparently CD Projekt Red has hired some Cyberpunk 2077 modders to help work on the game.
Oh, the better.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what mods they made, but hopefully they
They're
do a
the
good
good
job.
That's hilarious that I think that happened.
Only for 100 gigabytes, we can fix your game.
I wanna play Cyberpunk. Let me play it in a version that's not fucking broken.
I play the PC
genuinely
version.
never
That's not as
excited
broken
for
as
Cyberpunk.
everything else.
Yeah, I played the PC version. There was a mission I couldn't complete because the boss got stuck.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I played the PC version and I stopped when I got to like a major cutscene. And
Wait, I heard about this. You told us.
yeah, I got to a major cutscene and it was absolutely ruined by a glitch where the dude's gun was in his head. And I couldn't take the scene seriously anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah,
like
a while ago, I remember.
it's just like fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm not playing this until I can play a version where the story is at least unimpeded, because what I played of the story, it was really well written. I liked it.
Oh, the Cyberpunk, you mean?
Yeah,
Cyber cringe.
it is cringe.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it did kill. Oh my god,
What?
Sonic just was not there.
Oh.
Really? Oh,
Sonic
Yeah,
was
like a
just
childhood
not
thing, or,
there.
Like, maybe was it because his dad or something, or like what do you think that was?
What was?
Why was he not there?
I'm gonna guess it was a loading thing. I guess Sonic hadn't loaded in yet.
You think it dates back to his 5th anniversary when he was a child?
I think so.
Oh, by the way, Lewis, I don't know, like, if it is not showing up for you, but we can sort of hear the background thing.
oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask that. So, yeah, it's just I'm editing right now, so I don't want to bother.
I thought that was Lewis, actually, just his mic was turned way down.
But yeah, it's the next video after all.
Oh, you're editing, I see.
Better make sure to comment and subscribe on it when it's out, people. Otherwise, I will
Watch
stab you with a knife.
Thank you.
Take a break though sometimes, Lewis. Are you good? Like,
No, I'm actually doing good. I mean, you could say that my rest right now is being here with you all, but I still wanna work at the same time.
yeah, I hear you.
My
Your
rest
steak
has
could be used
been
different.
No More Heroes 3 and then playing some SMT4.
I didn't even know you rested, to be honest. You pump out videos like bam, bam, bam.
Me or Lewis?
Well, frankly, both of you, but I was talking to you.
Oh. Really? Because I feel like I feel like oh, I only put out like one. Oh fuck! I only put out like one video a month.
But a lot of your videos, I think you upload quite often.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, a lot of your videos are super fucking long, so
yeah,
it's not easy.
Especially my later one, my more recent ones. I need to / want to get back to doing the shorter videos, like the good game stuff, which is I did that on my own. That was my fault. But I want to get back to doing shorter videos.
I just love the differences, you know, because your Shin Megami Tensei ones are obviously the longest, and it's like SMT1, 23 minutes, alright. SMT2, 19 minutes, fair enough. SM3, fucking 42 minutes.
Yeah.
36, but no, I mean, it's not a bad thing because it's just really good, but it's funny to see how different they are.
What I'm realizing is a big reason why they're getting longer is because the games mechanically are getting more complex, and I'm wanting to talk about those things. That plus the stories are getting more complex.
Yeah, that and the fact that you also go deep into the story, so that's another factor.
Yeah. For SMT4, I'm actually gonna. Oh, thank God! I'm so scared I was gonna die there. For SMT4, I've already decided. There we go.
We dying.
Wait a minute. I don't have any lives. How did I live?
Because
Tail?
fuck you.
Well, I don't have any tails. How can I see how many lives I have?
Well, yeah, no, you got me there. I don't know.
I'm pushing buttons. Well, I'm also scared to push buttons. But I'm pushing buttons and I'm not seeing anything.
I'm not sure if it's also us that we are here on Discord, but I cannot hear any music.
Oh, no, I can't hear anything either.
I can only hear the rings.
Yeah,
You can hear the ring. I can't even hear the rings.
Oh, weird.
Wait, why can you guys only hear the rings?
I can't hear anything.
Well, Lewis can only hear the rings.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this sound effect is so integrated in my brain.
Maybe.
But yeah, as I wanted to say earlier, that the next video is as long as Maka's longest video. I think, at least. So, I don't know. I think I know why Mac takes some time to make these longest shit videos.
Yeah. Was it the SMT4? Oh my god, it's quiet. It is silent. There's no music playing.
Oh.
This is eerie. Now I know what it feels like for
This
you
isn't a fucking
guys.
joke.
Yeah.
You know?
Sega wasn't lying. That Sonic can colors.
It really can. It really can. It can color too well. But what was it? SMT4. I've decided that for the story, I'm only really gonna cover basically the intro, so everything up to you getting to Tokyo, and then once I get to Tokyo, I'm not gonna. That's like all I'm gonna cover on the story.
That's fair. Yeah.
Which, by the way,
Great.
Minotaur and Medusa's balancing is still fucked.
Yes.
The balancing for them is still fucked.
Always has been.
Always will be.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
I'm playing Sonic Colors.
I'm playing Sonic Color.
Not okay. I'm playing
You know-
Sonic Go.
How many lives do I have?
You know, I think this is very subjective, but I am not a big fan of the remastered soundtrack of Colors.
I'll be honest, because I have the volume down fairly low, I haven't been able to hear it too much, so I'm gonna have to listen to it independently later.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I will say, not a fan of the new version of Reach for the Stars.
Wait, they remastered that one?
They redid it. It plays during the intro. Correction. I like it. It's not good for an intro. Because the intro and the visuals were made to, like, hype you up. But this new version of it is, like, much slower and, like, chill. And in its own respects, it works. But it doesn't work as an intro. So,
alright.
yeah, I don't like it.
There's no. Back onto the whole video thing, 'cause I know Elcrest is wondering where the fuck I am.
Yeah, I can tell that a few of my favorite Color songs, like
Wow.
the Aquarium one,
Wow.
and
Wow.
they're not very good.
Lewis, you just completely interrupted Will.
What? I what?
You just completely interrupted him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just
It's okay. I thought that was really funny to me.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it.
No, it's okay. I love you. I'm just fucking around. No, it's okay.
No, but yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was fucking around. But I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So, Elcrest, I know you wonder where the fuck I was. Then I uploaded that random like YouTube short because I wanted to try making a YouTube short. And I thought it was okay. But it was like a spring of the moment like idea I had. And then I tried testing my mic in my closet because that's where I do my recording again. And it does not sound good. The quality does not sound good. So I need to treat it, right? And I'm sitting out here trying to get like a job, trying to get like stable again, and I just can't like dedicate the time to it right now. So I'm just like really trying to get income in so I can treat my audio space and then get back to auditioning and back to making videos and skits. So I thought of a couple ideas, I just haven't been able to really like record them with the confidence in my quality, and I don't really want to if I don't have good quality, in my opinion. Like, I know it doesn't really matter, but you know.
If you ever do need help, like, I'm willing to help you in any way you can.
I appreciate it. I probably won't take donations, but it's good knowing that you would help. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can, even if you're not gonna take donations, I can do, like, editing for you, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always, like, helpful, willing to accept. In terms of, like, things, because, like, there's, like, ways I want certain things edited at times. Well, most of the time, actually, and I'm worried I can't, like, convey that to people.
But I always, whenever I'm editing for someone, I always try and have this clear communication of what they want, and I try and follow it.
Yeah, it's very difficult, I find, but it's, yeah, it's been something I've actually been kind of looking into, was getting an editor so I can pump shit out faster.
Yeah.
Like, they could edit something, I can edit something.
Well, aren't they kind of expensive?
Yeah, they can be very much so.
I mean, when you have an editor right next to you for free, I'm just saying.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you edit, Elcrest?
Yeah, I edit videos, you know, it's been a while since I've edited my own YouTube videos, and I've been taking classes just to, you know, make sure I'm as good as possible. I'd say I can do it relatively well. I just sort of, if I'm editing for someone, like, and they want a certain way, I need to have that communication just because I don't want to mess it up for them.
Oh no, I get you entirely. That's why I hesitate, because I've been thinking maybe I should get an editor at some point, but I don't know, I am super picky. I will be 100% in contact, but I don't know, it will be like, yeah, I don't know, that kind of anxiety of not having control of every single thing.
Yeah, like when I edit, I usually try and have people understand that they have majority control. I'm just sort of trying to make their vision a reality, and
And that's good.
they would do.
No, and I'm also not like a full asshole because, you know, sometimes people tell you to do something but don't give you specific details or anything, and I'll be like, no, I want this to be like this, yada yada yada. For example,
Oh, I know
I have
so many editors who would love that.
I have a friend who does my thumbnails because I don't know anything about photo editing, and so I give him all the resources for the idea, and on MS Paint I make a draft of what I want the thumbnail to be, and he always gets them right because of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm very lucky to have to literally live with a professional video editor. So that's very beneficial for me. But I also know how it feels of just that anxiety of like, oh god, I don't have control. Like, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, and that kind of thing.
Right.
So I know how that feels, man. It's something that what I've done with some of my videos, Christ. What I've done with some of my videos is I'll get back. Well, I'll kind of explain what I want and just be very like clear and like actually have a conversation with my roommate about like what exactly it is I'm wanting. And then once he gets it to me, once he gets a finished version to me, then I go back through and make and do some adjustments on my own. And that's kind of the happy medium I've gotten to.
Not a bad idea.
It's essentially the closest thing I have to actually feeling comfortable with it and editing things on my own. Usually that will delay things by about a day or so, but it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay, come on. The
That's me on
loading.
the screen right there.
Yeah, use dancing.
Mhm.
Use dancing. The loading is
Garbage.
bad. The frame rate is not capped. It's not a solid frame rate. Which, like, if I remember correctly, the original colors on Wii
It
was
was
capped.
30, yeah. But it was still really good if I recall correctly.
Yeah, like, it was consistent, and that's what mattered. Stop.
You meaning the original?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Definitely.
Stop.
Whereas here, if it's not capped, then it's jumping all over the place. That's not good, especially for a Sonic game, because
I'm seeing
Unleashed
it.
is the perfect example of what
I'm
happens when you
noticing-
don't have a capped frame rate.
I'm noticing stuttering. I'm noticing parts where it stutters. Like right there. I didn't do shit. I did exactly what you're supposed to do. You just push the button and let it go. But it stuttered and then it stopped.
Overall, this is despite how little was actually changed with Skyward Sword HD, I still consider that a better sort of a better investment of your money than this so far.
Yeah. Definitely, because my roommate played through the whole thing and the whole thing of Skyward Sword, and it was the exact same experience. It was solid the whole way through.
Well, solid depending on who you ask.
Well, yeah.
You know. Yeah, you know Skyward Sword has
Controversial split.
Yeah, it's got its debates.
But my biggest thing with Skyward Sword, you know, I acknowledge it's a solid Soda game. I just had problems with the motion controls in the past on the Wii, and you know, I just don't find it as exciting as other Zelda games. That's all.
I like the story.
Story's cool.
Yeah, it has one of the best Zeldas, in my opinion.
Skyward Sword Zelda is still my favorite. I know a lot of people love Breath of the Wild Zelda, and I think for her, she's the best. She has the best story arc, but I just like the personality of Skyward Sword Zelda more.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not super big. Well, she has grown on me recently, but not super big on Breath of the Wilds. Although my favorite is Phantom Hourglasses.
Oh, I love Phantom Hourglasses Zelda.
Yeah, it's silly the best. But she ties with Skyward Sword for me because I also love that one.
What do you think of Spirit Tracks Zelda?
The best. Well, I have a whole video on Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and I actually dedicate an entire section to talk about how cool Spirit Tracks Zelda is.
I'm gonna have to watch that video. I didn't know you had one on it.
I have, but it was like 2 months ago, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Alright.
Or the easy way.
Yeah, I was just in some Zelda mood. And you rarely see people talk about those games. I was like, yeah, why not?
They're criminally underrated, to be honest.
Yeah, because if you don't get into the touch controls, you're screwed.
Honestly, I would love to see a sort of remake without the touch controls, see what they could do, but it just feels like such an ingrained part of it. But you know, they remade Skyward Sword without motion controls, like that as an option, so who knows?
I feel like
Maybe
as
they can find an alternative.
I feel like as soon as Metal Gear Rising came out, the whole argument that Skyward Sword had to have been motion controlled kind of went out the window. Because Rising was literally what people like. It was literally, I think, the first game to do what Skyward Sword HD would eventually do with its with
Cutting?
Yeah, with the cutting, where you just use the right analog stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, that's still a motion. I know. Just how do you adapt a touch control into a non-regular control? Didn't the World Ends With You 1 did something similar, but without much success?
Oh my god, there is no good version of that game to play. If you want to experience the story, I haven't watched the anime, but I feel like the anime would probably be the best way to experience that story almost, because there is no definitive version of it.
Exactly.
So it's all about personal taste. I'm not sure, but a lot of friends have told me that if I want to play it, I should do it on dock on the Switch.
Undocked is the best way to do it. It's awkward in its own way, but undocked is the way to do it. I believe. Yep, it's beat.
Wow. Beat like feet.
Yes, I am saying that Rising needs a Switch port with motion controls.
Rising is so good.
Here's the thing. I would love any Metal Gear game on the Switch. I would never buy it.
Why?
Because it would require
Konami.
me paying Konami money.
Fair? Yeah, that's fair.
I'm still waiting for Konami's game division to actually become good again, and Konami to stop being like having their heads up their asses.
You
How
just
can they- so
Ga-
shitty.
guys, you missed the BBBE.
Well, first,
No. I don't want to think about fucking BBE again.
BBBE.
these aliens are made of a really powerful energy
Uh.
I
It's inside of them.
sometimes I look at colors and the writing and I'm like, people really hated when Sonic was more shonen before, and this is entirely acceptable, like non-cringy.
This
I-
this
I don't
feels
know.
like the writing of a Saturday morning cartoon. It feels like the writing of Boom if Boom was the same quality as the game. Baldy nose hair!
Wasn't it Baldy Mick Nose Hair?
Yeah, it was Baldy McNose hair.
Did they change that? Or did it say that?
Maybe
I think-
later? I don't know.
This game is weird.
It is.
I have always liked Colors, but it's one of those games that I only played once, and I was like, yeah, this game is fucking excellent, and I never touched it again.
It was kind of the same with me, actually.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I have never played Generations fully. I only
The
played...
3DS version.
Oh no.
I-
I was gonna get it.
I have a problem with Generations, with, well, one, a lot of people will criticize Colors for being like 60% 2D, if not more. Generations also has that problem, but it's just by the fact that it 3D is like classic Sonic is all 2D. Yeah, it's doing a different thing, so it ends up being majority 2D, but it's because it's doing a different thing.
Yeah, it's justified.
Yeah, it's a lot more justified. But my biggest problem with Generations is there are only ever 2 levels per world. And then they pad the game out with all those challenge missions.
There
And
really should have been more levels. in
those
all honesty.
challenge missions were ass. I did not like those challenge missions.
Yeah, I heard complaints about those. Shit, I forgot what I was about to say. No, never mind, it just skipped my mind, sorry.
Something stinky, I hope.
Now, speaking of 2D Sonic, I fucking hate classic Sonic in Forces.
Oh my god.
I mean, the game is already bad as it is, but classic Sonic was straight up torture for me.
How did they fuck it up? How?
I know.
They included him in the first place.
Yeah, they honestly shouldn't have included him.
That was absolutely corporate being like, include classic Sonic, because that was also the era, that was in the middle of the era of, if people like it, then include it in everything, even if it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You know, like,
So
the
people
Wisps.
You know, I love the part where they retcon classic Sonic as Sonic from Other Dimension.
That-
Jungle.
That infuriated me.
There's an actual reason for that, because that classic Sonic is not from the same timeline anymore because he went into the future and met his modern self. So technically, he was the past Sonic, but now, due to the timeline split, he's from another dimension. That is the
Oh!
reason they gave for him being from another dimension now.
I don't know, but I don't know. Just,
Either
just
way.
bring back the Avatar next game, I guess. That was the thing I enjoyed the most.
Oh, I
You could
died.
make Joker from Persona 5.
Oh, fuck off.
I liked the Avatar. I didn't like the Avatar's gameplay. The only
was-
game.
It
Well, I
wasn't bad. It was just a lesser classic modern Sonic.
what it was is 2D Sonic was absolute. The way I would rank them from worst to best is classic Sonic was the worst. The level design was not fun, and then classic Sonic just had zero reason to be there other than.
And the physics were atrocious too.
Oh god, yeah. Then I would say the Sonic and Avatar levels, the team up levels. I thought those were incredibly janky.
Aren't they just auto-scrollers too?
No, they're not.
What?
They're not auto scrollers.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, you're controlling them the whole way through. I just thought it was really janky. It was a weird way to combine 2 different gameplay styles that are very similar, but yeah. Then the Avatar stages, which I'll correct myself and say I like them fine. I would just rather like I don't care if they come back. And then of course modern Sonic has the best levels, but the problem is the level design was so boring that at no point did I ever feel like they lasted long enough.
No. Yeah,
Like-
you see, that's what Elcrest said recently, that if they were auto-scrollers, not exactly, but the game it plays itself at times. You really don't need to input anything, and you can win. Like, there was this one video of one guy making a sandwich, and the level was playing itself.
Yeah, the game plays itself. The only times when you're actually controlling it, it's like very minimal challenge with not much going on. At least here with the level designs, even if it's mostly 2D, the level designs is still like requiring me to pay attention the whole time because the levels are well designed. They're good. And then fucking Forces is just like, nah, you only have to deal with one thing at a time, and it's incredibly easy. And your first time through, the game will be like each level, your first time playing the level, it's like 2 minutes. When 2 minutes is like an optimal score after you've played the level a million times trying to master it.
Mm-hmm.
A normal Sonic level to me should last like 5 to 6 minutes my first time through, not 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like with Green Hill, you can beat it in like 27 seconds if you've mastered it. But
Yeah.
No, fucking, but yeah, it was, I remember playing Forces and I was like, oh, okay, this level is getting interesting. And it ended just like that.
yeah, it just always
Yeah.
ends as it's getting interesting.
It always was an
interesting
abrupt
gimmick.
ending. And then some of the level themes were also just not super interesting.
No, they were samey.
The only one that I really liked was that city. And that's just because it was
Oh,
so drastically different from everything else in the game. It was like, what is this?
Do you know what I always found stupid about the plot? When Eggman sends you to a dimension without space or anything, and he's like, oh, your friends are gone forever, ha ha ha, and you just run fast, and all of that plot point
You're stuck in that alternate dimension for like 17 seconds.
I think there was an actual level in there that you had to claw your way out of, but no.
No,
I mean,
no.
That was my problem. I was like, oh, alright, I'm in a different dimension, maybe I can get some cool levels. No, run 17 seconds and you're fucking out.
Oh my god.
The quick time event the hell out of there.
Just, oh my god, Forces is so bad. Why did I do that?
Yeah. Money. I remember getting it for free on the PlayStation because it was a monthly gift.
Same.
So I pretty much made a status on Facebook where I said, BRB PewDiePie gonna play Sonic Forces, and 3 hours later I was already saying I'm back because I beat the fucking game.
Oh my god. It took me multiple play sessions in order to beat it, but it was purely because I kept stopping. Because I was just like,
Bored.
I just didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the thing is with Forces is, for a Sonic game that be that long on your first playthrough, I don't think so. Like, even the classics have a decent amount of length more than the Forces. Even if they're shorter in terms of how you can speed through them, like, Forces is just, like, so short, not because there's content there that if you can master it, you can beat the game really quickly. No, it's just, oh, I picked up the controller and I beat it in one day without even trying.
Am I gonna do the memory leak glitch once I unlock all the worlds? Yeah, probably. If I can unlock all the worlds in this stream, then I'll probably do the memory leak glitch.
What the hell is that?
That's the glitch that causes all the colors to... That's the glitch that causes seizures.
Oh.
Colors feel so bright.
It's incredibly replicable, because all you need to... My understanding is what you need to do is you need to go to each world. You have to go to each world and back out, and then go to a level, and then then you unlock seizures.
Oh.
So if I can do it, like I'm not epileptic. I can do it. And even then, like, I'm still like, yo, I'm gonna back away from my TV. when I do that. I'm gonna get as far away as possible.
Just in case you are.
Because I can't. Well, it's also, Will, you know the size of my TV. Like,
Yeah, that's a big TV.
I got a big TV. I'm also, right now at least, sitting really close to it. Because that's the only way I could, like, really play console games on stream, is I have to be really close to my TV. So, like, if I could give myself a seizure, it would be in this situation. So I need to get away from my screen if I'm gonna do it.
Just be safe. That's what matters.
Oh, there's some pretty massive slowdown right there. Man, this is a good game. This is a good game. And then they had to go and fuck it up.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game gone wild. Look out.
Look out, guys!
Alright.
Look out. The colors are bright. They're really bright.
Watch out, the colors are pulsating.
They're really bright.
Oh.
Max, watch out. You're gonna crash.
Ah!
You've managed to avoid drowning.
Do better. Better in the end.
Managed to avoid getting a seizure.
Managed to avoid dying a cold and unforgettable death.
Play
I managed to avoid wasting $40 on this.
I did! I did!
Except Mac.
Oh, you got a bloody review code.
See, it was gonna be 60, but they're like, the color thing. So
Wait, is it 40 or 60?
It's 40, and I got it for free, so. Eh. Oh man. I was so willing to pay $40 for this.
I will
It's
have.
not worth 40.
you might be the only one in the room who feels that way, man.
I was for like if it was just normal colors with some like cool aesthetics, cool like cosmetics, then I'd be like
But
cool.
Yeah, if it was normal colors, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For this, no, I am not paying $40 for this.
Why can't you turn off that tails that helps you? I don't know, it's... You cannot turn it off, right?
You can't.
Oh.
Let me.
What does it do? Is it like a quick
me
save
double
or something?
No, it's just it's a substitute for lives. Instead of dying, you get taken. If you fall into a bottomless pit or die, Tails saves you, and
Yeah,
you don't
but-
get any punishment for death.
But where... Oh, so your points and everything are safe?
Yes, but also there are still lives, and I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how you check your lives. Because I ran out of tails.
You know, I
But
don't
I
mind
still had lives.
when companies make their games easier for a new public and whatnot, but why do they barely give you the option to turn off the optional stuff, the new stuff?
That's kind of my problem usually when like studios will introduce like, oh, we're adding this, and it's like, we're adding this, that makes the game easier. The problem is when you can't turn that shit off. Like in Strange Journey, I hate the fact that there's you can see enemy health bars. I hate that.
Fair.
And the reason I hate that is because I want to play the game. I don't want to see how much health the enemy has. I can already kind of tell how much health they have based off of the fact that when I mouse over them, or like I put the icon over them, it glows red when they're low on health. So it's like, that's enough. Why do I gotta literally see how much health they got?
'Cause
Yeah, no,
you
exactly.
need it.
And for example, today Sega showed that on the Monkey Ball remake, they removed the lives, so there's
Here,
no
you
point
have a
in
helmet.
There's no point in collecting 100 bananas, but people are like, can you turn it off? Can you turn it off? And they haven't answered anything.
You know what was nice though?
Yeah.
With Super Monkey Ball, they confirmed that they're adding jumping to the game, and you can turn it off.
Hey.
Alright, hey, that's good, that's good.
They also said that, actually, no, you don't, it's not that you can turn it off, it's that you can turn it on. Meaning it's off by default.
That is actually really good.
Yeah.
I fucked that game, yeah.
I take one step.
I actually really do want to get that game.
Yeah, me too.
It looks really good. I like Monkey Ball.
Were I not something to save up for that Soul Silver Lewis has, I'd totally buy it.
I also want to play Lost Judgment, but not until PS5.
I still don't play regular Judgment, and I really want to.
It's really good. Don't play the PS5 version with like the worst graphics.
Wait, do they get worse?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
what it is they went for better like texturing on everything, which would normally be fine, but they essentially like removed the art style the game was going for. The game has a very specific lighting style in the PS4 version that looks really nice, and it helps make it look more like a police drama. Which that's what it is. But in the PS5 and PC version, or Epic Game Store version, there's a new lighting system in it that just ruins that and just makes everything look blown out. It just doesn't look as good. You can see comparisons online. But I would highly recommend the original PS4 version just because it will look the most like what they were clearly intending.
I used the money that I was gonna buy Sonic Colors Ultimate on with the new Monkey Ball. Instead, it says Ender. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
They removed Puyo Puyo.
What the Puyo Puyo?
Oh man. Fuck the PC version. Yeah, it is on Epic Game Store. Fuck the PS5 and PC version of Judgment. They removed Puyo Puyo. What the fuck?
How dare they?
That's fucked up, man.
It is.
Never played Puyo Puyo.
I hate it. No.
Have you ever played Eggman's Mean Bean Machine?
No.
Okay. You have not played Puyo Puyo.
Yes, I have.
You ever played Sonic Mania?
No.
You have not played Puyo Puyo.
I played Sonic Mania for the first level, and then I stopped because I didn't want to spoil myself with the whole DLC stuff.
Oh, now you definitely have to play Puyo Puyo.
Yeah, you were so close of playing Puyo Puyo though.
You actually didn't play it.
I have
Will.
played Tetris.
Have you played Puyo Puyo?
No, I have not.
What the fuck?
Oh. Absolutely.
Trophy Hunters complained it was too hard, so they removed it. It's Puyo Puyo.
No, it's Puyo Puyo.
That's really dumb reason to remove it.
Sorry, Alcrest.
It's okay.
That's a dumb joke.
Wait, what? I bought the wrong version of Judgment then, says I'm sorry, I can't say your name.
Who? Get the P Wisp.
I thought there was big drama where neither Judgment games would it be ever officially come to PC because the main actor's management agency.
Oh no, you're right.
It's not working.
It's not working. It's not working. But no, you're right. I'm dumb. Fuck me. I was thinking of there's something else Sega was doing that's on Epic Game Store. No, wait, it wasn't Epic Game Store. It was fucking, I think it was what is it called? Oh my god. What is the awful Google stream?
Stadia?
Stadia. It came to Stadia.
Are you kidding me?
It came to fucking Stadia.
Cringe. Also, have they said anything about Lost Judgment actually getting a sequel because of that? stupid fight about the game being on Steam or something?
I don't think anything has actually even been confirmed. I believe that's just a rumor that has been corroborated by a ton of journalists. Regardless, I hope it happens because, not only was the first Judgment fantastic,
I believe you.
but also I still want the classic beat-em-up combat of Yakuza alongside the new turn-based combat.
Turn-based combat's cool.
I want both.
It's called turn-based combat.
Not turn cringe. There you go. It's...
I literally drove almost like half an hour so me and my friend could record a joke. Just with the drums.
Perfect.
Yeah, traffic was horrible that day. I'll be right back. I'm changing the phone. I'm going to the kitchen.
Okay.
I saw a video in which apparently some dudes drove 10 hours to LA just to recreate a scene from The Big Lebowski in the area it was initially shot.
Honestly, I respect it.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Also, guys, I hate to cut and run, but I gotta go as well.
Okay.
Oh no. Farewell, Will.
Before you go, Puyo Puyo was in fucking Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX.
What?
It was in fucking Hatsune Miku? Will, have you played Hatsune Miku?
I think I played one of her games a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, you probably
I
have
played
not
Puyo
played...
Puyo.
You may or may not have played Puyo Puyo.
No, I definitely played Puyo Puyo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I have not played Puyo Puyo. Or
Puyo Puyo.
Puyo.
Puyo Puyo is fun. It's fun. It's confusing, but it's fun. Puyo Puyo Tetris. I still need to play Puyo Puyo Tetris too.
Maybe. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I'm only gonna play the Tetris side of it.
Damn. That's kind of what is.
Just like, bro.
That's kind of what. As soon as I finish the story mode, that's kind of what happened with me on the first one.
Really?
Yeah. It's because I enjoy Puyo Puyo, but like, I also like just really like Tetris.
And Tetris is just so much fun.
It is.
Alright, fellas, I gotta dip out.
Okay,
Alright,
bye-bye.
see you, Will. Have a good one, and if your foot's still not better, I hope it gets better.
Good luck with that IT. Good luck with that IT training stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually going quite well. It's going very quickly, to be honest. So, keep working on that.
Well, good.
Yeah. Alright.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
And now we are alone.
We're alone together.
Want to talk shit about, I don't know, Sonic?
I want to talk about how I went to the bookstore and bought fucking, what's it called? I bought Paradise Lost.
Oh.
It's a poem. I am doing horribly right now. Goes! Oh no, I thought I could cheat it.
You know what you can't cheat?
Life.
No, I was gonna say God, but that's also true.
Well, Satan, Lucifer cheated God in Lost Judgment. Fuck! In Paradise Lost, written by John Milton, all the way back in like 1650 something.
You know what he couldn't cheat?
What?
Canada.
Canada?
Canada.
Is it because Canada put him in a fucking grave
Yeah.
and then hid the evidence for years?
Yeah, probably.
Where's Will?
He left.
Will had to go.
Oh, shame. I go and say goodbye.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, he said
He
bye.
died. Well, I'll tell him later then.
Okay. Tell him, you'll just message him and be like, bye, and then he'll be like, okay.
Eggman could be anyone.
Absolutely.
Hold up. This is the copyright law scene, I think.
Which one?
No copyright
yeah,
law
I
in the
remember.
universe.
Yeah.
I think it's this one.
It's against a real boss or something.
Sonic, look out!
Oh, is this the one where Tails gets brainwashed and it doesn't contribute anything to the plot?
No, that's,
No, that's the
Lost
War.
World. He's being puppeteered, I think.
What have you done to him?
I miss Adventure Tales. That was cool.
Same.
Why did they revert all his character development in future games?
Is it the term flanderized or something, where they make them like one-trick ponies or something?
Yeah, they get boiled down to a single attribute.
I hate that.
Yeah. Made popular by The Simpsons, in which the neighbor, Ned Flanders, he was just a nice guy who was meant to be like a better version of Homer, who was just like way better. He's just a nicer guy. He was just a better person overall, morally, as well as just like just pleasant to be around. And the fact that he was Christian was just like a single aspect. But people kept citing him as the Christian that he eventually evolved into being just the Christian.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
And that's just the tip, because pretty much, I don't know, The Simpsons overall just became super dull.
Yeah.
It really did.
Look at that boat!
I'm in a boat.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot. Coming here was a good idea. There it is, straight from the horse's mouth.
We didn't bet.
Dang.
This is like the only Sonic game where Kate Higgins played Tails. And I think she does a good job. I think she does a good job. Hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, just you and me.
dying? Oh yeah. That was good. How was your day, Elcrest?
It was good. I'm just trying to... I was trying to sell some cards, but I haven't gotten an email back yet on if my cards are good or not that be sold, so it's like, well, fuck.
Oh, did you go to Toronto?
No, I went to one of my local card shops.
Oh.
They have this whole, like, online thing. I was hoping to pay give cards in person so there's no fees or anything.
Hey, that's very good.
Yeah, but...
I imagine... Yeah, and I imagine they also have these commissions for you to sell your cards.
Yeah. So, like, it's just, like... This money is the stuff that's helping me pay for a lot of stuff, and currently, like, some people owe me money because I'm helping them out here and there. So, like, currently, someone very close to me owes me $100 because their fridge broke down, and it's like, I'll help you, and, like, I want to pay you back. Like, I don't mind if they don't pay me back, but you know what, if they want to, okay.
If they want to, you won't say no.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
no, I feel you.
It's just a matter of stuff is getting done. I just sort of am waiting on my money. Because the moment I get all my money is the moment, like, I pay you for that Soul Silver.
Yeah, but remember, we also have to think of a way for me to send you the Soul Silver.
Wait, that's honestly the biggest hurdle.
I can think of an alternative, but, like, my brother-in-law comes and goes between Mexico and the US all the time. Or maybe a friend of mine who... I don't know when he's gonna come, but apparently soon. So that's another possibility. He could take it back to his house and at some point send it to you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I still gotta check though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know when he's gonna return.
Honestly, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm just trying to find... Because I gave my copy of Heart Gold to my Soul Silver to my girlfriend because she really loves Gen 4 and the Johto games. So, I'm trying to find a copy of Heart Gold and have an extra Soul Silver on hand in case, anything ever happens to it.
Yeah, no, I get you. Well, I have the Soul Silver. At some point, I can even send you pictures so you can see
Nice.
they're in great condition.
Okay.
So yeah, we still gotta check sort that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't care about like the whole how it looks as long as it's like a playable copy of Soul Silver. Like the fact that it hasn't been opened and stuff. Like honestly, dude, mad respect for the fact that you have that.
And it's actually a funny story of how I got it.
Ladies of
Because-
Reddit, what is the most sexiest thing an overweight gamer has done that made you immediately want to have sex with him and be his girlfriend?
Oh shit! No, no.
What, and answer the question.
I show her my video game collection.
Damn. Lewis, I didn't know you were overweight.
Only when I was in elementary school.
God.
And no, actually, I used to be. Like, have I ever told you what was my nickname when I was in my school life?
No.
Gibby. Gibby from iCarly.
Oh,
I'm
Gibby.
not kidding. If you look at a picture of me when I was in elementary school, I was an exact replica of the character.
Gibby.
Gibby.
And even after I lost weight, poverty hit me and all of that, the nickname stuck with me, so everyone from my school life still calls me Gibby to this day. And I'm not gonna lie, it never bothered me. I was never bothered by the nickname. Yeah.
What,
It doesn't help that in my school it was a free-for-all, so everyone was always getting shit. It was like, why complain?
For me, I always just kind of kept over on my own, so I wouldn't even really, well, on my own, quote unquote, really just with my small group of friends. So like I never really knew exactly what the general culture of the school was. It was more like I knew the culture of my friends.
I mean, I can imagine it's different from country to country, different cultures and all that.
Even school to school really is very different, because it's just weird. Because my school, like elementary, middle, and high school, everything was so different, and people were assholes at the end of the day, but it was just weird.
Was it middle school was the worst. Middle school was actually the fucking worst.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with that. For me, I was at my worst, but like academically, I was a fucking dumbass. But my worst for me was actually late elementary school because I was actually being bullied at that time.
Oh
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I stayed in the same school, same people, everything, but bullying just kind of ceased, and I got along with everyone. I was that student who got along with everyone super well, with no issues. Maybe one or two people hated me, and that was it.
I'm curious about this leak of Devil Survivor on Switch, but I'll be dangled if I try it on my hacked Switch.
Survivor on. I mean, I'd buy it.
I mean, I would love for it, but I would take everything with a grain of salt. I will say, I saw a rumor, what was it, quote unquote leak, of the new Direct coming out this month. And
Direct.
it had all of the classic tells that it's fake. It just so happens that every single game that you would ever want was to be revealed during this supposed Direct. There's that. There's also like just a lot of like very obvious tells, but the biggest thing is the fact that he kept saying the Nintendo CEO Shintaro Furukawa was the one who would be hosting it. Furukawa has never hosted a single direct.
No, nothing.
He
at
is
all.
not Iwata. They have someone else for that now.
I mean, if he...
The young face?
The what?
He died.
Oh.
Oh. Why don't you speak? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Oh. Hello?
Hello?
You can hear me now.
Yes.
Cool. The biggest tell was the fact that they had the Nintendo CEO as being the one hosting this supposed direct, and
Furukawa has not hosted a single direct.
no, they have someone else for
Really?
that.
I do think it'd be cool if Furukawa, I cannot pronounce his name, I apologize, hosted a direct, but I don't think he'll do it.
I think he's appeared during a direct, but he's never hosted a direct.
Mm-hmm. He has appeared in some press conferences, like when the Switch was revealed, I think.
Oh no, that was Kimishima. That was the interim president.
Oh.
I don't remember when Furukawa... I think Furukawa's appeared at, like, various E3 presentations. But I don't think... I think? I feel like I've seen him in at least one thing, but he was never the host. Also, if he was to be the host, it would always be during something important. Like a major event. It wouldn't be some random fucking September direct.
Yeah.
He's just not a guy who would just host directs.
I mean, if it's like a really, really big direct, where it's like, holy shit, I can see it, but I just don't see it happening so soon.
No, not now. I need to plug in my
Honestly,
headset.
I just don't see it happening anytime at all because sorry, Nintendo has been super different in recent years because I mean the company has always been shitty like any company in the world, but at least before they at least gave this friendly image with Iwata, Bill Trinen, Reggie, and since they I mean, I think Bill Trinen is still with Nintendo, but he hasn't made an appearance at all in years.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, like all these faces you used to recognize, they are just nowhere to be seen. Like now, almost all the Nintendo Directs always have the same guy hosting it, but I don't know his name. I don't know who he is, what he's doing. He's just the face of the Direct, but that's it. Just a voice, you could say.
I was hoping Doug Bowser would direct more or host more directs, but no, he really hasn't. He's done like one.
Too.
I think he
really
hosted
made just one Bowser joke and bailed, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we don't know what's going on in the inside press. It's something to do with code that, you know, they haven't had the CEOs post as much, but...
I will say the dude who has been hosting them is good, but I don't feel he holds that same presence as everyone else.
Yeah, it's just not the same. Do you remember that one time when Bill Trinen hosted an entire direct about Tomodachi Life?
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing ever.
Why doesn't Bill Trinen host directs? People like him.
Yeah, I don't get it. He's the marketing director. He can't easily appear in them.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, corporation sucks.
Hey Sonic, did you give the guide your complaint? Oh, I gave it to him.
I would love to see, like, more... Because it's just the fact that they don't have as much personality, really.
They don't have as much personality as they used to anymore.
Like, if Furukawa just shows up holding a bunch of bananas and start beating Doug Bowser with them, you know what? Then I'll say it has personality.
I remember, I feel like this was an Arlo video, but I saw a video where they talked about how the new ones don't have that same personality, and they think the reason for it is directs first popped up, or like mainly existed during the Wii U era, in which everything was floundering. So in order to, they were given essentially more freedom to just do whatever with the directs, and that's why they were so weird. Because like they would show games, but not all of the game, like they would never really have enough to like really draw people in. So they were allowed to just get weird with them. But now, now that with the Switch's success, they likely might not have as much. There might not be enough freedom anymore.
I don't think it's that, mainly because I think it's more so a CEO thing. Iwata was heavily involved in a lot of directs, and I do think that he was mainly the sort of, not the mastermind behind them, but he had this creative outlook with the directs. They were more than just presentations to him, in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's probably just finding that footing, because we haven't seen Furukawa all that much. We haven't seen like what his outlook on gaming and this stuff is. But he's had some opinions that people do largely agree with. I think it's just, if he shows up and he starts showcasing a personality that people, really get drawn to, like again, if he starts beating Doug Bowser with a bunch of bananas, people are gonna love it.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy who was the Mario director is pretty cool. He was the one who was in the initial Switch videos with the ice cubes and stuff. Yeah, Koizumi. Where is he? I would love for him to host. I felt like he had proper presence.
Well, do you remember the guy, the director from Splatoon, who was always doing weird poses and being super excited about the games?
Splatoon 2! And then he did the pose. That was supposed to look like a 2. And it's like, oh. Cool. What do you think he's gonna do for Splatoon 3?
He's gonna get 3 people, they're gonna stack together, and it's gonna be an E, but they're gonna curve it a bit so it's a 3.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna get another person, they're both gonna do a U, and get on top of one another, so it is like a tree.
They're gonna stack each other sideways.
Oh, damn.
Honestly, like, that's the kind of as weird as it sounds, that's the kind of personality that Nintendo Directs need. Otherwise, they're just another state of play.
Oh my god, the state of plays have been awful.
I have never enjoyed a single state of play. I always get bored.
They'll be like, the best state of plays are the ones where it's just like, oh, there's like 1 or 2 games here I like. But, like, they're boring to watch. They're so drab and dry and just, like, no personality. Oh my god, I hate the state of plays. Especially because they've replaced the E3 presentations.
Yeah.
Because what?
They replaced the E3 presentations.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sony's E3 presentations were, like, always great, even when they were weird, like with the one where they started off in a church and then stopped for 30 minutes. Like, even as weird as that was, they still showed off a lot of good stuff. Okay, real quick. My favorite world.
Planet Wasp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is the best world.
Too bad it's taking forever to load into.
Oh my god, the frame rate.
Do you remember Unleashed? Do you remember Unleashed?
I'll be totally honest with you, I did not play Unleashed on 360.
Oh.
I did not own a 360 by the time Unleashed initially came out. Oh my god!
I have only fully played the Wii version fully.
The Wii version was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's just the frame rate doesn't die, and the levels don't take forever to finish.
Yeah, the problem is the quantity of levels, but at the same time, it's very much if you're, playing too much and you just sit down, have a rest.
Here we go, Spike!
Why doesn't Sonic have the spin dash in this game? It's much more useful. Colors would benefit so much if the spin dash was just a natural power-up. Like, you can do it anytime. The game's mostly 2D anyway. Just assign it its own button. How is Spike in 3D areas, or does it never show up in 3D?
It never shows up in 3D. You know, I have a theory. I think a big reason why so much of this game is 2D is actually because a lot of the wisps don't show up in 3D. They only really exist.
They wouldn't work.
They would, like, some of them just would not work. The only ones that I can immediately think of are Laser works, Frenzy works, Frenzy works, Hover works.
It's really only the most
kinda
basic wisps that kind of work there. The more complicated wisps are a lot harder to get down.
Oh no, I hate when they do complicated wisps because never do they ever work. Like the bomb wisp from Lost World. That was the most useless one.
Oh yeah, fuck that one. Remember the eagle wisp?
Oh, that only worked when it felt like it, and still just running was the better alternative.
Yeah, it was pointless. You literally had no reason to do it, to use it.
Nope, not at all.
I thought Lost World was an interesting experiment.
It definitely was. I think compared to most Sonic games nowadays, it played things, it took its risks, and you know what? I think the game was fine. I just wish that, you know, it got more time and love.
I personally can enjoy Lost World. I even 100%ed the game. But, yeah, it was pretty lacking at times, and I fucking hate the Deadly Six, by the way.
Oh, the Deadly Six sucks ass. That's like the one thing. That's the one thing with the comic that, like, they're not. I don't think the comic's really able to salvage them. It does its best, but they're like all right in the comic. The Deadly Six just suck.
They are super forgettable. And okay, you know, having bad villains is one thing, but you know what actively pisses me off is Sega's being so obsessed with Sabok. It's like, hey, do you guys like Sabok?
No.
Nobody fucking likes Sabok.
Sabok's the worst
one. Showing Sabok in every single entry for no reason.
Sabok's the worst one.
Sandwich guy over him.
Sabok is just wannabe Bowser.
Also, they fucking just did nothing with Chaos and Forces, and that disappoints me.
He's just there in a cutscene.
Yep.
He existed to be there.
In the most pathetic cutscene, by the way, where Tails is like, oh,
Sonic hell! God knows you didn't have an entire arc dedicated to you not needing Sonic in Adventure, the game where this guy's from.
It's like Tails beat Chaos 4. That was like the worst, one of the worst bosses in the game.
Yeah, like if you can beat Chaos 4, why are you shitting your pants over Chaos?
It's like he never even like I feel like if they had better writers, what they could have, if they had better writers for Forces, they could better justify Chaos being there. It wouldn't even need to be a boss fight, because what they could do is just have it where, Jesus Christ, they could just have it where fuck these things, Jesus. They could have had they could have just had a part where Chaos just floods an entire area. And like that would have justified it. That would have justified his inclusion, because it's like, okay, he flooded an entire area. He might not be super important to the plot, but like, it's still something.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't even get a something.
We just got getting squashed by classic Sonic.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so bad. I need.
What's more, plus, they could have done, even with slightly better writers, if you just want to have Chaos do nothing and die in that cutscene, at least have Tails fighting a bunch of Chaoses and getting overwhelmed by it, and then Classic Sonic shows up and saves Tails.
No, people just want Sonic's friends to be cheerleaders. Because remember, a bunch of reviewers a fucking decade ago were like, no one likes Sonic's friends, and it's like, no, that's not fucking true.
I know, that's...
No one likes Sonic's friends. Everyone knows this.
Sonic Unleashed would be so cool if you were playing as Knuckles instead of the Werehog.
Would have been so much better.
Of course, you can do... Imagine the things you could do, too, like the platforming challenges, because I'm telling you, the Werehog would fit Knuckles' gameplay so well, because you can use a more combat-oriented stuff, you can use gliding for platforming. It's just like, oh, it was right there, so close.
I don't want to be that guy, but why don't they attempt an adventure game again? I mean, I know 06 is technically an adventure 3, but I mean, the gameplay can be good. The Sonic levels and the sections with Blaze are genuinely good. You just need to actually put effort in them.
I think they're too scared to do an Adventure 3. I think corporate's too scared to allow it.
Which is weird, because it's like Sonic Unleashed, it is called Adventure World, so it's sort of in that adventure subcategory. And I think it does logically have that... It's like, if Knuckles was there, I think it would fit right in as an adventure game. Even it does have that feeling of just going on this big adventure, exploring, meeting all these new characters. It even has, like, the sort of setup and story of an adventure game, too.
Yeah, I also kinda want Sonic to return to the more shonen stories, because I do clearly remember that time of people being like, oh, why is Sonic on this war quest? He should just be killing robots and defeating Eggman. But it's like, that has been the same plot for almost 10 years now, and it's honestly super tiring. I mean, I'm not gonna act like the stories in Adventure 1, 2, Unleashed, or whatever are perfect, but they have just more memorable setups.
At the very least, there's still this level of like, oh, this is like a fun adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
With Colors feels like the kind of game where it feels a lot more laid back in a lot of ways, so I think it's fine. But like, it's specifically with Lost World where it's like, okay, come on, whatever. And then it gets to Forces where it tries to have this epic story, and it's like, this is awful.
It's super bad.
You can't do an epic story while also trying to have this specific writing style.
And that's the thing, they don't even try. It's like, oh, Sonic has been tortured by Eggman for the last 6 months, and he's perfectly fine by himself, and he even released him.
Fuck Eggman.
Uh-huh.
You know what?
Just lost it, and when you see him for the first time, he's just repairing Omega.
You know what? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make a prediction. The original script was not very dark, and then once they sent it in, they were told, no, this game needs to be like serious and dark. So like, go do it again. Go back in and make it darker. So they just shoved in these random ass lines, but didn't rewrite any scenes.
Which, yeah, sounds about right.
I am almost confident that's what happened, because these lines don't make sense in any other fashion.
And actually, I believe that the corporate wanted it to be more edgy, because if you have seen interviews with the IDW writers, they outright refuse to use Shadow because Sega is super restrictive with him. Sega genuinely wants Shadow to be edgy, out the edge, whatever. And it's like, did they even play the adventure games?
It's because the characters, when the fan base acknowledge character, they think of a stereotype that fits them best, and it's what suits them. So Shadow's the edgy, oh, I am harsh character. and people just naturally associate that with him, and they want it to be recognizable, so their logical assumption is, oh hey, people like Shadow when he's edgy.
Yeah,
What it-
that's the problem with following memes just for the sake of following memes.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, like in the comic, Shadow has only shown up and been somewhat important once. And it was for like a mini arc that took place in between major arcs. Like-
IDW, you mean?
The what?
In IDW or what?
The IDW run.
Oh yeah.
He only shows up in the one arc. He's only shows up one time in that arc, and he's only important in that one arc. He does show up in like other arcs, but he means nothing. He does not matter. I wouldn't be surprised if he was told include Shadow in this next arc as an important character, because Shadow has not done anything. And it's probably because he doesn't want to use them, because he can only do so many things with them.
They're just super limited.
Ah, fuck.
And also, do you know who are the second most restrictive characters in IDW? The Deadly Six.
That makes sense.
Because you just said recently that even in the comics, even if they're slightly better, they're still kinda lame. And it's because Sega wants them that way. I don't know what's going on through their heads, but they just look at the IDW writers and tell them, keep them meh. And it's like,
Make them the most meh things possible.
I don't know. It's just, and when you look at past stuff, the Sega corporates have always been pretty fucking stupid.
They have been. Like, this is just what I talked about with Spencer about and what we come to a conclusion about with a certain port and stuff. Sega just doesn't care about anything that isn't like their moneymakers. And maybe they'll throw a bone once in a while, they just don't care. Like, at all.
No.
If you're porting something for them, they're not gonna be, they're never gonna budge, they're not gonna help you. And it's like, it's further emphasized with Atlas and how the Nocturne stuff turned out, but it's just so restrictive, it seems, from Sega.
Yeah,
Sega, I think the big problem with Sega, I think, is they just need better people in charge.
It's like, people constantly say, oh yeah, Sega's just like so much better than Nintendo and stuff. It's like, sure, at first glance you may think...
At least Nintendo knows what they're doing. Nintendo's shitty, but they know what they're doing.
As long as Miyamoto doesn't get involved, yes, they know what they're doing.
Even then, like, when Miyamoto gets involved, normally there's a good reason for that, and he's like trying to keep people on track. Like, I think people overhate his involvement with how Sticker Star turned out. The fact that he says Sticker Star is still not a good game even after he gave his feedback for showcases, he did not mean make everything bland. He meant make the game fun.
He meant...
Well, the games were already fun, so what the fuck?
Well, what it was is, he didn't mean make it fun, he meant make it unique. Because they were initially gonna make it like Thousand Year Door, and then he was like, he came in and he's just like, this is just the GameCube one again. Try and do something like unique and different. And then they did it, they made something unique and different, and they came back to him, and he hated it, and he didn't like it. But it was too late to change.
Because here's the thing, unique and different doesn't mean change everything up. You can have the Thousand Year Door battle style while making things unique, while making things different. You don't have to go overboard with everything.
And also, don't forget, unique and different doesn't always mean good.
Fucking...
Yeah, it's like, literally, Miyamoto, I feel like if he knew how it was going to turn out, he would have said, okay, take what you have with Thousand Year Door and make it more unique, but make it fun.
That didn't work. I fucking hate Sticker Star so much.
Sticker Star is legitimately probably the worst game I've ever played.
it's up
Or at
there
least-
for me.
At least
If
the
you-
most infuriating game I've ever played, because it's just like it's like offensive almost.
Yeah. When I don't have that. I hate the game, but at least when I first played it, I pretended I was liking it. Like I was trying so hard, but then I open a guide, and it's like, hey, why I'm reading a guide to play this whole game because I'm not having fun. I tried, but no. But if I had to say the objectively worst game I've ever played, that might be Dead Rising 4.
I still have not played it, and I probably never will.
Please, no.
Can you make a video on the whole Dead Rising series?
I have a video on the Dead Rising Wii one, the one that is like Resident Evil 4, and another on Dead Rising 4, which is honestly, well, I know it's weird to say that on my own videos, but that was a very good video because the game just genuinely fucking sucks.
It still pisses me off to hear the concept for Dead Rising 5.
Of Chuck and Katie?
Of Chuck and Katie. Chuck and Katie in Mexico.
Especially in Mexico. I was like, oh, shame.
What a waste.
A fucking waste, but no, just Dead Rising 4 is genuinely one of the worst games I've ever played. It's objectively terrible. It's not functional, it's unbearable to play, it's unbearable to watch. I hate it so much. The only good idea I had was that extra mode of Capcom characters.
And to be fair, that's also kind of a carryover from Dead Rising 3, where that was a DLC mode.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. I never played it though. But I wanna buy Dead Rising 3 on PC just to replay it because I honestly do love that game.
Oh, that game's really good. I really like Dead Rising 3. It's the weakest of the 3 Dead Risings, but it is really good still.
It just, when I boil it down, I only have 2 major complaints with it. That the color palette is genuinely ugly. It's a very uninspiring game to look at. But it's funny because that DLC you mentioned fixed that problem. It actually has different colors that pop out.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I guess they put a different filter on.
Uh-huh. One small thing and you fix one of my main problems with the game. And the other is that the game is extremely fucking easy.
Yeah.
And I get it because part of that is because the controls are so crazy good that a lot of the difficulty is removed because of that. But in general, like, I have no weapons. In the past, you always had to look for them. Now, you go to a safe house and get the best combo weapons on the go.
Yeah. It never feels like it feels like you have to work for them initially, but once you get them at least once, you're good. So once you unlock like some very basic good combo weapons, that's just kind of it. Like, you're good for the rest of the game. You don't have to make anything else.
Oh yeah, I agree. I remember it was so broken and it was so easy to make. All you needed was an assault rifle and some pipes, and it was like a machine gun with a ridiculously wide spread that did a fuck ton of damage. One shot could kill 100 zombies. You could level up super fast. Sorry.
I remember that gun.
It was extremely broken. But still, the game was so fun that in part I didn't mind the whole being too easy thing. I just really liked it.
But yeah, no, it's still a good game. It's just got some problems. I think overall the problem is Dead Rising just lost focus, and it lost focus, and they put people in charge who did not understand the series. and they all they did was like, oh, we should just appeal to the lowest common denominator because a lot of people would be like, I don't like that. I don't like the timer. The timer makes it not fun. I just want to kill zombies. And it's like if you just did nothing but killing zombies, that gets boring after 20 minutes with nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Like, you need something else. The timer makes it interesting and fun.
Yeah, I mean, I get it if you don't like timers in video games, but I mean, why exactly do you want to remove them? So you can have a fun game for 20 minutes and that's it? Because in Dead Rising with the timer, there's so many things to consider. Saving the survivors, progressing through the story, and even getting weapons because you work to get that because you're against the clock.
What it is they weren't listening to people who like the series. They just kept trying to go after They kept trying to go after the lowest common denominator, and I shouldn't have fucking done that. Holy shit, I died really badly there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what that reminds me to? The new Saints Row.
Yeah.
Did you play a Saints Row game before?
I played Saints Row 3. I couldn't get into it. But I still understand like that audience and why that audience likes it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, because if you compare Saints Row 1 and 2 to 3 and 4, it's still a radically different tone, because 1 and 2 were about the gangster life, and 3 and 4 were stupid, being stupid fun. But the new, it divided the franchise already, the fans. But the new one, it's as you say, it's like they're trying to please a common denominator that doesn't even play the games, but still spill opinions everywhere. And it's like, dude, those people are talking about your games, but they do not play your games. There's no point in trying to please them.
What it feels like to me is the new people making this game are people who think it's the kind of thing where it's like, did you even like the old ones? Because they're saying like the old ones are good, but they're, they haven't aged well. They're not as good as you remember them. We're gonna go in. We're gonna make something that tells like a real story, and it's like no one played Saints Row for like a deep compelling narrative.
I mean, to be fair,
they played it for.
We're very good.
Oh yeah, no, but like what it is people played them because it's like. It's dumb shit. It's dumb fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people like them. And now this new one, they're talking about like we're gonna tell a story that brings Saints Row into the 2020s, updates it, gets rid of all of the bad stuff, like rim job jokes and that kind of thing. Because yeah, rim jobs, that's offensive, I guess. What's the best Persona hentai? I'ma say the best Persona hentai is the one where Joker and Futaba are in like the UFO or in the Necronomicon, and it apparently got that dude who made it banned from Pornhub because they were like, this is child porn.
That was a very sudden change of topic.
Well, it's because someone asked in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And when I think of Persona porn, I think of that because it's just really funny to me that
I mean, at this point,
he made a porn of Futaba, and it was Pornhub was like, no, this is child porn. And I just think that's really funny. Anyway, yeah, no, this new Saints Row feels like it's being made by people who feel like they like it feels like they're almost co-opting Saints Row to do something else. Because
Yeah.
like, there's that CW, there's that like image where it's like it's the new Saints Row cast, but it looks they put the CW logo there. It legitimately does look like a Riverdale-esque like CW show. Where it's like we're a bunch of young hip millennials and we got problems like student debt.
I know. For me, it feels like a Ubisoft game. Even the trailer, because you know, Ubisoft always shows those cinematic trailers without any gameplay, and people are like, "Oh, look at those graphics! This game is gonna be the best! Holy shit!" And it's like, dude, it's a fucking cinematic trailer. And that's how it felt for me. That trailer is full Ubisoft. First of all, it's cinematic, and second is, oh, look how quirky our characters are. Oh, look the humor, I bet you weren't expecting that. Oh, look how different we are. And in consequence, they look like every other video game that tries so hard to be different.
It's trying to
just looks
be,
like another
it's trying to be like cool, but quirky and fun, but cool.
Giddy.
And it just makes me grow. Like, I will say, Saints Row, by the time they finished that fourth game, they had done everything they could possibly do. Like, where the fuck could they go? So a reboot that starts over from the beginning makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not, this is like starting over from like where kind of Saints Row 1, maybe Saints Row 2 started, makes sense.
Yeah, but that doesn't look like it. It just
But
looks like...
this is like you're still taking it, you brought it down to that level, but now you're taking it into a different direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To be fair, I've seen a decent amount of people who want Saints Row to not be silly anymore and go back to how 1 and 2 were. Yeah, that's definitely the direction they're trying to take it.
Yeah, I mean, even the old Saints Row games were still quirky. I mean, stupid, you could say. But there was something more. For me, it was those gangster vibes they gave you. It was genuinely different, even different from GTA.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the closest is San Andreas, but for example, you play GTA 5 and you're more of, rather than gangs, it's more that you're a hitman doing different missions for different people.
Mm-hmm.
And with Saints Row, GTA, San Andreas, you feel more that you're part of a gang that is constantly growing. So that was a boom. For me, that was something cool about Saints Row 2.
Another thing about Saints Row versus GTA, because to be honest, this new one just looks like hipster GTA.
Yeah.
Saints Row was also like, GTA was always satire, but it was always social commentary on America and various aspects about America, and we would see it through the lens of a bunch of criminals. Saints Row was always kind of like a parody of GTA. And now this new one just looks like GTA, but like kind of sillier.
Ubisoft GTA.
Yeah. It's like, I get it. You gotta start over from zero. You cannot top what you did with 4. You can't top it. But like, why the fuck you gotta do it like this?
Well, because they're trying to please people who, in reality, don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And are just saying shit online.
I feel the only CW show I've heard anything good about is Stargirl, and that's because Stargirl wasn't initially a CW show.
I mean, there's that new Superman and Lois show that's really good.
That is true. I forgot about that show. I've heard good things about it. And I did watch that, there's a new Superman and Lois show that's on CW. I watched the intro, and that intro is good. It's got some of the CW isms where it's like, the CGI is not great, but outside of that, it looks solid.
Like an actual solid Superman show.
The
fact that we're getting a good Superman after so long, I think that just says something.
Fucking... I really like Henry Cavill. I think he's a good actor. I think he's even a good Superman. The problem is he was never given enough he was never given good material. Like if he did the thing, the Superman and Lois, where in the intro, the dude's like, "Whoa, dude, nice suit," and he's like, "Thanks, my mom made it." That is the most Superman thing I have seen come out of Superman in any kind of like video form or live action form.
And I love it.
It's fantastic. I love it. Henry Cavill, I think, would also work super well with that. But he's never given the right material. Oh man, if people follow me on Twitter, they know I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder's work.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think he is very. I think he's really good at making shit look cool. And I think he can understand the depth of things. I think he understands, like, Dark Knight, the comic Dark Knight Returns and all that. I think he understands, like, the grander philosophical angles. I don't think he's good at actually doing them himself. Has anything crazy happened yet? The game froze and crashed, and I had to hard reset to fix it. Otherwise, I had a section in which the drill wisp got caught, and it was just fucked up. And there was nothing I could do. Well, there was something I could do, but it took a while for anything to happen. Other than that, it's really mainly just been, like, frame rate issues. There's not too many issues so far I've experienced. The only real, like, egregious thing is the game freezing.
And Sonic disappearing at once.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Sonic did disappear. He didn't load in at one point. But then he loaded in, like, a few seconds late, is what happened. So there was just this weird section in which there was no one. Though I am... once I unlock all the worlds, I'm going to try and replicate the memory leak.
I mean, Sonic Colors is a short game, so it shouldn't take you too long to there, right?
No, this game's only about 6 hours or so. Though I don't know if I want to stream for 6 hours.
I mean, we've been streaming for a bit now. I think we started at like 6 or 8. One of those two.
What does it say? Hold on, let me check. Let me check stream. Let me check stream stuff. It should say something.
It was 8. Also, on your YouTube page, it says you were streaming 5 minutes ago.
Oh, damn.
You started streaming 2 hours ago. Okay. So yeah, unless you like really commit to beating it tonight, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think I'll just finish Planet Wisp and then I'll call it.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of beating Planet Wisp, I'm on to the last level. I'm on to the boss.
Oh, this is the copyright scene.
This is it. This is
what we've been waiting for. Stream?
No.
Where's Mecha Sonic? I haven't. Maybe unlock Mecha Sonic once you beat the game.
It's rival battles.
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Not to play. I meant rival battles.
I wish you could play as him.
That would be neat.
I wish we could see the message of the rival battles because they just look so bad. Like a webpage ad.
Oh, he's about to do it.
Ooh.
Hey!
I gotta get the screen.
I saved it. For whatever reason, the video, like, the compression really cleared up when he said that. It just got, like, it wasn't really that pixelated. It looked like a standard definition video being output at HD, but, like, it looked fine.
Yeah.
which was weird.
Metal Sonic is cool.
Metal Sonic's cool. Oh! You know who else is cool?
You?
No, your local fire department.
Fair enough.
Defeat the Refreshinator with less than 3 hits. To think, if I got this on PS4, I'd be swimming in trophies right now.
Oh, you won. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was really quick. That was really fast.
Get an S rank on any act.
Of course they come fast. I got fish to catch.
Fish fear me, women want me. But my favorite is women fear me, fish want me.
My favorite is that one where it's really fucking long and the bill is like a foot long. That one's my favorite.
Wow, sometimes I even impress myself. For a second there, I wasn't sure I was going to pull it off. Well, who am I kidding? Who the fuck knew how this would end?
Geez, you're swimming on achievements.
Talking to the broken robot who
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
Yes, it is the same boss. There are only 4 bosses in this game. They reuse 3 of the bosses twice, with one major difference each time, and then the final boss, which is legitimately a great final boss.
can you talk to a pile of metal?
No, the final one is super good. And that song?
Oh my god, the final boss music's so good. I love when you get to the second phase, the final boss, how it's quiet in the beginning because you can hear it like building. So, but while it's quiet, you just hear the tapping of Sonic's shoes on the metal grating.
Oh, yes.
And it helps add to the build. It's so cool. I love it. I love the final boss
Genuinely
music.
fucking good.
It's god tier. It's amazing.
Yeah, no question about it.
It's so good. The final boss of this game is great. It's up there with one of my favorites in the series. I never did Game Land. I never unlocked Supersonic with the original game.
Do you remember when they recycled the final boss in Sonic the Lost World, but somehow made it really bad?
No, I don't.
Well, it's not one-to-one the same, but the final boss of Sonic the Lost World is kind of like the Wisp Eggman uses, but even more boring. The music is nowhere as good, and I think it was easier.
I also remember it was just incredibly fucking... It was so bland. It was so boring.
He was a generic Eggman robot.
Yeah, it's like there was no build up to it either. Like you didn't have a bit of time to savor Eggman as the villain.
You know what? Lost World, as much as I think that story is like forgettable, it does do some cool things. It has the Sonic and Eggman team up. It has Tail. It does force it does kind of force Sonic and Tails to not like each other in a way that's kind of contrived, but it's still like interesting, I guess. The overall plot I think is fine. The Deadly Six suck ass.
They do. Why were they made?
I don't know. Anyway,
They needed Bowser so bad.
They needed a Bowser. Anyway, Planet Wisp is the best world.
Yeah.
It
he's
is the best world. It's so good. Terminal Velocity. I'm also excited to go play.
Wait, which world do you have left?
I gotta do Aquarium Park and then Asteroid Coaster, and then I do Terminal Velocity.
So you still have a few levels to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really, before I can do the memory leak, I gotta do Aquarium Park and Asteroid Coaster. But once I do those two, I'll be able to do the memory leak immediately. I'm gonna do that with my roommate and record it, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna see how bad it gets.
Andy. Hi, boy. Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, whatever. Well, thank you people for coming to my second YouTube stream. I hope you people enjoyed it. I'm sorry I couldn't really talk to you guys too much, but I can't really look at my monitor while playing, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go bye-bye. I'm probably gonna go play some more SMT4.
Otherwise, your soul.
Probably. Okay.
Well, if you have any other stream anytime soon, tell me.
Will do, will do. And if you stream, I'll come on.
And I will also appear there.
Alright, take care everyone, good night.
Okay,
Have a good
bye-bye.
one.